beautiful people, Losing Drea here, and today I want to go over something quite, we'll say, serious. It's a somber subject that maybe a lot of people on here don't talk about, either because they are afraid of confrontation, or perhaps they're afraid of people thinking that they're looking for attention, or it could be for a number of different reasons. I know myself, the way I've experienced what I'm about to talk about, I know that people are afraid of being put away, or being sent away, or being judged, or whatever the case may be. There is a fear in a lot of people who go through what I'm about to talk about, that, you know, it's just something you don't want to admit to, and then it's like too late and something really bad ends up happening. And the reason I'm bringing it up is I'm not mentioning any names. I would never mention anybody's names. If you ever write to me privately and want any kind of information, my opinion, just somebody to talk to and just, you know, tell you, you know, that it's going to be okay, I'm there for any of you watching my video, or I should say videos. What I want to say is that after I sent a video out, and I sent it to quite a few people who I really felt needed to hear something, and I sent them a music video, and either it was a Leona Lewis I Got You song, or it was an inspirational song to get up and move your butt kind of thing, you know, just get on your feet or whatever. I don't know why I do the things that I do sometimes. And some people say I have this natural kind of witch intuition. And without knowing anybody, just by reaching across the computer, just by reading an email or watching your video, I sometimes feel something. And if my instinct tells me to go ahead and send you a video of a song, or a video of something that says, hey, you know, if nobody's told you I care about you today, I do, then yeah, that's what I do. And for many of you out there watching this, you're probably saying, yeah, okay, I feel you, you did that for me, and I really appreciated that, and I hope you do appreciate it, but I'm not looking for anything back as far as my doing it. It makes me feel good to do it. My aura or whatever it is about me tells me do that at that moment to that person, and without even thinking about it, I do it. So I don't ask any questions. I stopped asking questions long ago when I was about 16 years old, and I noticed that I had this intuition. So without naming any names, because names are not important here, because so many people go through what I'm about to discuss, I will say that after sending a video to a person here in the YouTube community, they shared a big secret that they had with me. And they say that they're going to tell everyone one of these days, but that right now they feel that they don't want anybody to feel that they're trying to get attention. It's the holidays, and that's not what they're looking for. But they do want to eventually get this secret out. And it's okay. In your own time, do what you must. I don't care who you are. You have to feel comfortable with whatever it is you're going to confess or tell anybody. Basically, this person is a cutter. I don't know how to explain it in the medical terms. I know that if I looked it up right now online, there's a way of describing exactly what it is, exactly why people do it, so on and so forth. But just going by this one person's email to me and what they said, and knowing of some instances of things that I've dealt with personally with somebody that I love very much, I know what this person is going through. I understand what this person is going through, and I understand the need that they feel that they'd like to tell, but for right now they're a little afraid for many different reasons. The thing is about cutting is, and it's not about blood, it's really not about the blood. It's about the feeling that comes after the first initial sting. Like an adrenaline rush, a high, that it's addictive. It helps her not to binge eat. And it's disheartening, because as a person who suffers from the addiction of overeating, and a person who has suffered many other addictions in my past, I know that whoever you are out there watching this video now, when you see this video and you hear my message, you'll say to yourself the very same thing, should you give yourself the opportunity to find whatever it is you need to find to cure yourself of whatever it is that's hurting you inside, without having to cover up that pain with either binge eating or, God forbid, cutting yourself. It's just one addiction being covered up with another addiction. One pain trying to cover up for another pain. And that's not the way you want to do it, especially if you're on a journey to lose weight and look better so that you can feel better. Because in the end, you're still going to have these scars. You're going to be left on your body, and you're going to one day maybe look back and you're going to have this nice new body, and you're going to say, why do I have these scars? I mean, scars, you can get rid of excess skin. You can cover up and even use cocoa butter and other things. And with today's technology, who knows what the future will bring as far as getting rid of stretch marks or cellulite or the excess skin. And maybe even scars. I don't know. But that's no reason to cut yourself. That's no reason to hurt yourself. It's not the way to get around doing something like binge eating, overeating, you know, stuffing yourself to make yourself feel better by eating food. Know that it's better to lose weight. You'll feel better. You will start to feel better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm living proof of that. Okay, I might only lost like 35 point whatever pounds, but I'm living proof that I feel better today than I felt prior to October 2nd, just a couple of months ago when I started on this journey. And I am living a depression nightmare because of somebody that is so close to my heart that in the last almost 3 years has not only cut, but has been going through something emotionally that he cannot control, and I don't know how to deal with at times, because while I at one time myself was dealing with something emotional where I wanted to hurt myself, burn myself with cigarettes at a time when I smoked them, I do understand the majority of it, but there's a larger portion of it that I did not experience, that I have a hard time emotionally connecting with. This person who wrote me knows that it's not a permanent solution, but it's just a feeling that they like and that they want, and the binge eating isn't cutting it. And now I was told not to worry, that they've told their family. They're aware of it, but they don't know the severity of it. They don't know how addictive it is to this person who is doing it to themselves. And this addictive personality this person has, where he or she is now taking this cutting and using it as another addiction to cover up binge eating. I have to tell you, and for the person who wrote me, who I believe is watching this, because I did let them know that I'm going to do this video, because I believe that this video is important for many reasons, but especially to a lot of people who are in this community who I believe are going through the same exact thing, and it's not being recognized, and it's going unnoticed, and it's going unhelped because they're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to tell anybody. They know it's not right, even though they're doing it, but it feels right. So how can you tell somebody who is doing something that's wrong for them, that's hurting themselves, that it's wrong if it makes them feel right, regardless to how we look at it? When I see my loved one hurt themselves the way that they do, I look at the pain that I see them inflict upon themselves right in front of my face, and I feel that pain that they should feel. And yet it's not pain that they're feeling, not in pain that I recognize should feel like for somebody to do some of the things that I've seen my loved one do. They feel better about themselves. You know, they feel like, I feel better that I just did this to myself. And I'm looking at it as, oh my God, you should be bleeding all over the place. You should be knocked out on the floor. Or, worse yet, you should have just killed yourself with what you just did. Just who in their right mind would do some of these things? But that's just it. They're not in their right mind. There is something eating at them and hurting them so bad that it's making them want to do something even worse to cover up the way they're feeling. And they're not feeling the way they're feeling because they're covering it up with some other bad thing that's going to make them feel bad. Because right at that moment, rather than feel what they're doing is wrong or knowing that they're hurting themselves, they might feel the adrenaline that says, I feel better. It's making me feel better. But then when they feel that bruise, like the next day, the pain that they inflicted on themselves, and then they look down and they see those cuts on their legs or their thigh or wherever they put them, and they see those scars, there's pain there. And I know because my loved one complains about the fact that they did this to themselves in the first place. But they can't take it back. Once it's done, it's done. Once you're cut, you're cut. Binge eating? Okay, you gain a few pounds. You still have the ability to get back on the horse and continue off into your journey towards the sunset. You can take off pounds. You can't remove a scar. Now, there are scars on people's hearts too, and I'm well aware of that. And believe me, if you're watching this video right now, I don't have anything personal to gain off of doing this video other than I care about everybody. It's just my nature. I don't know you. You don't know me. But you are allowed to feel whatever it is you're feeling. Everybody has emotions. Nobody can tell you that you're not allowed to feel the way you do, that you shouldn't feel the way you do. But what I am telling you is you shouldn't react in the way that you're reacting and try to cover those feelings by giving yourself a different kind of pain that might cause what you feel is an adrenaline rush that takes you away from whatever it is you want to escape from. In your case, it's binge eating. It makes you feel better to hurt yourself through cutting. And in your mind, it's not a bad thing, or is not as bad as binge eating. That's what you're telling yourself. You've made yourself believe that it's okay to cut yourself because it's better feeling that you get than the guilt that you feel after binge eating. That binge eating is not making you feel better. It makes you feel worse because you know that you're doing something against what you really want to be doing. Your goal, what you really want to be doing, is you want to stop binge eating. You want to take off some weight. You want to feel better and look better. You want to be able to wear nice clothes. Go places you're not ashamed to go and be with people that you're not ashamed to be with. Whether it's party or you have a speech impediment. Maybe there's something wrong with you. You drag your leg or your arm or something, one leg's larger than the other and you walk with a limp. Whatever the case may be, it makes you as individual as you are, and nobody out there should ever make you feel bad about it to the point where you would hurt yourself and further do harm to your physical body, your being, yourself. You need help. You really need help. And the sooner you get that help, the better it's going to be for you, because I can tell you that my loved one waited a long time to get the help that was so desperately needed. Something that I never was capable of recognizing until the point when I did. And I finally got that person help. I don't care who you are. Please. I don't care if it's a holiday. I don't care if you got a birthday coming up. I don't care if you got an anniversary or you got Publishers Clearinghouse is going to knock on your door for sure tomorrow and give you that $1 million. It's never, ever too late to go and get help for yourself. And when you go, whoever you are, you're seeing this message, just don't tell whoever it is that you want to hurt yourself that very moment that you feel like hurting yourself or somebody else. They might ask you, do you feel like hurting yourself or do you feel like hurting someone else right now? Tell them no. Tell them no. But that I know that I have problems in the past with hurting myself, and I know that the occasion has been coming up quite often, and I know that I have a problem and I need help. Please help me. They will help you. They will get you help, and they will not lock you away. I don't know where you are, what state you're in, but I live in Florida, and Florida law says that if you tell one of these people that at the moment you feel like hurting yourself or someone else, by law they are required to have you taken in and put on, I think it's like either a 24 or 48 or maybe even 72-hour evaluation. I'm not sure which one of the three. But it's an evaluation for your own good. They will put you on medicine. They're not going to hurt you. They're going to help you. You need help. And I'm not saying this to be mean or make you feel bad, because trust me, I'm not. I know you need help and you need support and you need love and you need people to reach out to you, and whether they feel bad for you or whatever, you need a community to help you. Look, we're all in a weight loss community. If you're watching this right now, I'm assuming you find my videos through my weight loss journey. We all require attention, love, support from one another. Motivation, encouragement. We all need that. It's what's helping us lose the weight that we're losing. It's what's helping us stay away from the stuff that we're staying away from. I just want anyone watching this, as well as the person who wrote to me, that you're not alone, and no one should judge you for this. No one's capable of judging you but God, your higher power, whoever he may be. But just like people with weight loss, you need help and support of the people who know how you feel and what you feel both before and after you cut. Because people who can relate to you won't judge you. I can tell you that. You're just in pain. And I feel your pain, even though through your pain you feel satisfaction. Because your pain makes you feel better when you cut yourself than whatever is bothering you. And yet when I look at what you do that should be quite painful, I'm not feeling what's bothering you. I don't understand what's bothering you. I don't know what's bothering you. Therefore, I don't see what's bothering you. I only see what you're doing to yourself. And to me, that would be quite painful. So, I do understand. And I think more people need to be made aware of this issue, as well as the issue of depression in general. Whether it's bipolar disorders or other disorders like overeating, binge eating, etc. Because though they cannot be made aware of them if they're not shared by those who suffer from them, it's never okay to hurt yourself for any reason. It's just not. And though you feel that it's better than binge eating, it's just another disorder that you're using to overcome the binge eating. I wish I can go back in time and have the knowledge that I now have, that I had allowed myself to get almost 300 pounds so that I could possibly undo the damage that I've caused to my body. I know I'm going to have skin, I know I'm going to have stretch marks, and I know I'm going to have some scarring, though I'm happy to know that I'll still be able to fit one day into clothes that I can't fit into now. But that doesn't mean I'm going to hurt myself and make more problems. You don't want to make the problems worse than they already are. You can fix this. You don't have to fear telling someone who can help you. So if no one told any of you who are watching this video, if no one told you today that they love and care about you just the way you are, then no, I'm saying it to you from the very, very bottom of my heart. Right this second. Right now while you're watching this video. Because you're worth more than the pain that you're going through emotionally, and you do deserve to be helped. And you also need to come out if you're watching this, and let others know, because the life you save today could be your own, but it could also save so many others. And I know that'll make you feel wonderful. So, just like I always say at the end of my videos, because I do care and I do love you all, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your loss. And I'll see you in my next video.